it has been decades, in fact, from the start of the independence of the country, and how the infrastructure was built to accommodate all the officials, all the departments, all the ministries. There's hardly been any change that has been done, any sort of renovation that has been done. So how important does it become? And I've been to Shastri Bhavan, where the external affairs ministries officials, the spokesperson, they are all present over there. They all have been given offices there. And there are these pan stains, there is this outside the building, even inside the building, the lifts are so old, the building is dilapidated. There are sometimes this very bad stink of urine in the corridors outside, and there's just hordes of monkeys which make it so much more dangerous for people to just walk past inside the building, because you never know, anybody could just spring onto you, and then it could be a safety hazard, it could be a medical hazard. So again, and it's difficult to understand why was the opposition so against the refurbishing, the building of new infrastructure to accommodate our ministries.
Well, the opposition's job is to oppose, Megha. So they have to find ways and means to do just that. The second rumor, I don't know how far it is true, that most of those old buildings which are on the point of collapse are owned by various Congress satraps and have been charging the government of India a total of 1,000 crores, which will now no longer have to be paid. Those buildings should actually be demolished or repurposed into something which is much less dense in terms of the number of people who will utilize it. The question arises whether repurposing Krishi Bhavan, for example, is going to be more expensive than a new building in the place. So that remains to be seen. As far as those ministries which will vacate North Block and South Block, North Block, South Block were built for the High Raj, where the important officials were, legendary. There were only 100 ICS people and a small Viceroy's Council and a Viceroy, all-powerful Viceroy. So that has been since repurposed to house thousands of Indian bureaucrats, and they are grossly burdened. The same thing happened with the parliament. The old parliament was actually meant to be a chamber of princes in the British Raj, and there were, 500 princes, and it was meant for them. And from there, it became the national parliament, and again, overburdened in the extreme, built at a time when there was none of this technology that we take for granted in the 21st century. So it was high time, new parliament, new facilities for the Prime Minister and his office, new facilities for the Vice President and his office, all of the ministries housed in purpose-built buildings which are green and are, furnished with all the modcons, the conference rooms and the display facilities and the archival facilities and so on. And as you mentioned, security, so that you don't get oddball people wandering around rifling through files and spies and what have you.
Yeah.
And touts, touts are renowned for walking the corridors of ministries. All that will be restricted. This is full marks to the government of India, and it's a proud day that one of them has been inaugurated, more to come.